Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be the first chapter manga review. And yes, I am watching Curse. If y'all never heard of him, definitely look it up and subscribe to him. Be warned, he has some... He basically, like, talks about people, you know, and talks about how these people shouldn't be doing certain things, so, you know, be warned. But I love this guy. Go subscribe to him if you're watching this video. But if you're going to subscribe to him, subscribe to me, because I would greatly appreciate that. And, well, if I grab my controller here, you can see I think he recently blew up. He now has 114,000 subscribers. He used to have, like, I think it was, like, I think 40,000. And then he started to blow up with some videos, so, you know. But go watch him. He's a W mans. I like him. And don't mind the mess. It's just me. What should I review? I think I'm gonna go with Choujin X. This is completely unplanned. So, you know, stick with me here. Next one will be planned, but, you know, stick with me here. Okay, so basically, once you open the actual Choujin X book, pretty much first thing you come to is this. The year is 1998, over a half a century ago. The sudden rise of Choujin brought about chaos. Nations collapsed, leaving locally governed prefectures in their wake. Basically, it's talking about how the Choujin, which is basically kind of like the people with superpowers in this manga, are pretty much like starting to go wild, you know? And Chapter 1, Behold the Man, and it is something of an infliction. I personally like this panel. This panel, it has great drawing, amazing shading, but don't take it too bad for me because I love this guy. So, you know, I might be just a little bit of a glazer. But the first thing that we come across within the first few chapters of this, and I'll quickly go through it, but pretty much this girl, what's her name? I forgot her name. God. But this little girl is pretty much on a plane, and she's basically going to, like, a little competition for, like, plants and stuff. And pretty much she's explaining to this grandma that she wants to get rich off of this, and that, you know, basically what she plans to do with the money if she strikes rich. But then we see this guy, I still don't know the name of him, pretty much just get mad. And, well, she stops him, and then, well, he freaks out. That's like the first major thing. And I don't know what his ability is, but from what I can tell, he basically blows up the plane a little bit. And I'm thinking he has like an emission kind of ability that like emits smoke that maybe blows up in some type of way. And then it ends up burning this young lady. And, well, actually, she's actually older, but she looks pretty young. And then we see that the actual plane has been blown up a decent bit. Then we cut to the main character, and then, which is Kurohara. He is staring off at the sky, looking at the plane that just blew up. And, well, he seems to be, well, not really, you know, exactly great at much as you continue to flip through the first chapter. You find out that he has a good sense of, like, justice. So he calls in his best friend, which is right here. And then pretty much his name is Azuma. He's basically the opposite of Kuro. He's, like, strong, he's athletic, he's smart. You know, as we can see, he's a little cracked at throwing hands. So, you know, he just broke both of these guys' arms. So, you know. And then pretty much this girl, like, says, nice, good job, what's your name, you know, thanks for the help. And then they see online on a paper that, you know, the guy that blew up the plane might be a Choujin, which, you know, he is, because, like I said, people with powers are Choujin, so. And then pretty much, they get away with doing whatever they want, those Choujin, because they are so powerful in this universe. They're considered amazingly strong. Well, not amazingly, because most of them don't use it for good, but pretty much. And then they go on a tangent about roly-polies, and then why they like damp places. And then they, you know, I'm not really good at interpreting things, but, you know, And then we cut to this guy, the guy that had both his arms broken, saying, I can't even shop online with these casts on. He's basically complaining. And then this no chin having a guy comes up with this little injection that they use, but pretty much he'll rub off on you. You know, he came home, he's talking to his parents, acting like he's proud, you know. When his best friend's popular, it makes him feel popular. And then he went he's commenting on, he definitely went a little too far with breaking both those guys' arms. So, you know. And then he compares himself to a vulture, as you can see in a flashback, which is initiated by seeing this vulture on TV. Draw an animal that's just like you. You're strong, Azuma, so you're like a lion. You think so? Hey, look, I found an animal just like you, Tokyo. Huh? And then it's a vulture. And pretty much everybody doesn't like him because he seems to pick off of Azuma's, like, popularity. And he's always around him, so, you know. He gets made fun of, and then he's the only one that actually stands up for him, so he's pretty much his only friend. And that's the end of the flashback, which is pretty much him coming back to his senses, and then we cut to them going on like a trip, and they pretty much see the plane, and there were 200 survivors of this plane crash, but, you know, a bunch of people died. Then we see this guy again punch the absolute hell out of Azuma, and then, well, he gets knocked the heck out. And then his arms, you know, they're healed. And then we cut to him, also Azuma again getting kicked to a wall, and, well, he gags out a little blood. Then he said, what's the matter? Aren't you supposed to be hot stuff, Azuma? And then he continues to dent this guy's head in, which is pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. And then we go to him going crazy with his long neck looking stuff. And then he's apparently a mollusk Choujin. I don't know what that means yet, but, you know, Johnny Kiyoshi, my pronunciation isn't exactly the best. His own henchmen get scared. Pretty much everybody's scared of why the hell he looks like that. Then he's going crazy, and they're all pretty much scared of what he'll do next. And then, well, he kills both his henchmen. And pretty much Kuro gets away with Azuma, and then goes into this lake, and pretty much brings him up, saves him, and then they both see the injections on the ground. Well, Azuma does. And then they grab him, and then Azuma's like, hey, he'll kill us if we don't get these powers. We don't know what they'll do, but I think that's what, you know, that other guy used to get stronger. Another flashback of him getting bullied, and Azuma saving him again. And then them, you know, hyping each other up like all best friends do, and being like, oh, if we do this, we might not be friends anymore. And then they both pretty much pointed at each other, and that's how the chapter ends. No regrets? You got it. It's pretty much how the chapter ends. But pretty much what happened in this chapter, I know I'm not the best at this, considering I had absolutely no preparation. I pretty much thought of the idea, saw Whisper's comment, and then pretty much said, okay, I'll make a quick one. You know, this is still 10 minutes long, but you know, I'm trying. But put that book back. It's pretty much what happened in chapter 1 of Choujin X is pretty much this. One, we meet this girl on the plane that's talking to her grandma about her farm back home where she's taking this plane from, assumingly. And pretty much she's like, oh, I want to win this competition so me and my grandpa can get rich and not have to worry about making it day-to-day anymore. And, you know, I can be in a mansion, I can be rich, you know. And then the guy attacks the plane, blows it up, you know. Then we meet Azuma and everybody and the main character. Then we pretty much move on from that. We meet their little character dynamic, and then they get into fights. They have the big fight of chapter 1, which is basically against this Choujin neck guy, this guy with the long neck. And then he gets, you know, they get pretty much a power-up by using this injection thing that they don't know what is yet, and neither do I, but it does something, you know. But it seems like it'll help them out, as that's what the guy with the long neck used, as we saw. They don't know, but as we saw, that's what the guy with the long neck used in order to presumably gain these Choujin powers, you know. But that's pretty much what happened in chapter 1 of Choujin X. And tell me how much you like this video. I'm pretty sure I'm recording this on Wednesday and probably gonna post it on Thursday. Sorry for the pauses. I have stutter and I didn't prepare for this video, so I don't have any kind of script. And sorry for the horrible lighting. I'm not exactly the best recorder yet. And I'm recording on a phone, as y'all can see from my previous videos. But, you know, tell me how you liked the video. Maybe tell me a little bit of how I can improve. Whisper, this is for you. You're the only one that comments on my videos, pretty much. So, you know, it's for you, bro. But like and subscribe, and see y'all in the next video, hopefully on Friday, which will be a manga haul. Well, a mini one, but you get the point. Like and subscribe.